All right, guys, this is going to be for Mesopotamia's geography and early civilizations. 2 parts. Two. Okay, let's begin. So, the goal, where are you going? You should be able to, by the end of this, identify, locate the rivers that gave life to Mesopotamia. Hint, Mesopotamia means two, land between two rivers. There's going to be two of them. And you should be able to describe the early civilizations. We've went over what civilizations are, so this isn't going to be too new for you. All right. Rule number one of almost every old civilization: everything is in a river valley. Egypt, China, Mesopotamia, Rome, Greece, all of them have rivers or some kind of valley. So the first ones arose in the river valleys. They did it because every time the river flooded, leave behind a fertile silt soil, and it was free water for crops. They have to go find it. It's right there. And it's great for going up and down the river transportation and trade. Great way to get rich quick. Okay. So Mesopotamia, again, means the land between two rivers. That's Greek. The Tigris and the Euphrates were the two rivers. So let's look at a map. So here we are. This is Neo-Babylonian's empire. There's Babylon. The whole area of Mesopotamia, the land between two rivers, is in the red. Notice how it makes a fertile crescent shape like the moon. That's why some people call it the Fertile Crescent. These are all the major cities of that time: Assyria, Nineveh, Phoenicia, Jerusalem, of course, Babylon. All right. Yet again, I'm going to show you another map. This one has to deal more with Egypt's influence with Mesopotamia and vice versa. They go back and forth trading. Because Mesopotamia had a lot of food. Egypt has the one river. There isn't a lot of food in Egypt. So they traded their gold that they had a lot of to Mesopotamia and got back food. Okay, so you have to pause the video now and go back to that map I showed you and think back, how can you answer these questions? 1, which civilization is southwest of Mesopotamia? Look on the map, southwest. And which sea lies to the west? Okay. And the third and final question, what are the names of the two rivers in Mesopotamia? So make sure you jot these down in your notes. On the left side, put map questions. On the right side, answer the 3 questions. Okay. All right. Yet again, I'm going to tell you, nickname of Mesopotamia, besides what the Greeks called it, it's the Fertile Crescent. Think crescent-shaped roll like this image right here. All right. You still can't see it. There's your moon. There's that green shape again. All right. Another nickname. One we don't say very often, but it's true. The cradle of civilization, the beginning, the little baby of humans becoming cities. So the cradle. All right, here's where I'm not going to read everything for you, so you're going to have to read yourself. Use the keywords. So Fertile Crescent was the land Mesopotamia, which was east of Phoenicia and Canaan. They traded with these other people for access to certain things. You'll have to read to find out. Yet again, Fertile Crescent. Hopefully you have that in your notes by now. All right, very first civilization that was ever evolved. Think those early cities of Catalhoyuk and Jericho. Sumer was the land that first developed cities. The very first one that came in Mesopotamia's area. They came because of irrigation. When people learned, the Sumerians learned to build dams, channels to control all that water. They call it a certain word. Hopefully you put it on the left side so you remember what it means. This is a form of irrigation where you have a river flowing through and you cut channels into it with different little dikes to hold back the water and have water basins to water all the green fields in between. Here's one that's nowadays. This one is still happening. I've seen that in Washington State, all over the world. So a city-state. Most people get confused between countries and cities. A city-state is when a city controls itself. its own government, own army. They are independent. It's like Seattle becoming its own self, OMAC becoming its own self. Not involved with anybody else. Read to get the rest of that. Every city state was always surrounded by walls because every city state wanted what the other guy had. So they stole and attacked each other constantly. Another image to show you that irrigation could be used for more than one thing. Moats. So here's a form of all those city states. All those dots are different city states the Sumerians had all developed. The area was all Sumerians. Everyone was Sumerian, but they all called themselves by their city state. They weren't a united group of people. Different cities ruling themselves in the Fertile Crescent. Like Akkad, Phoenicia, Sumer, all these little names out there. They're all city states that ruled themselves. Now, here we go. Did you get there? You should be able to answer these three questions at the bottom of your notes. What does Mesopotamia mean in Greece? And what does it have, or sorry, why does it have that name? Should be able to answer that. Question 2. What is irrigation? And how did it help civilizations in Mesopotamia, the Sumerian people? And 3, what is the name of the very first civilization in Mesopotamia? All right, hopefully you got it all. See you later.